Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show, and it's time for your Leeds versus Everton post-match chat. It's not going to be a long one, I can't lie. I'm gutted. I don't even think gutted's the word. I'm more like annoyed, crestfallen, pissed off, like a number of different adjectives that you could throw at it. But we were woeful today. I think people get it twisted with me and assume that I'm positive. All the time, like I'm positive about Bielsa and about Leeds United and our aspirations for the season, and I'm positive that we'll stay up even after today's result. But don't get it twisted. Like when we're bad, like we're bad. You know what I mean? And today was that. You know, today was like Southampton. Today was like Brighton. I did a watch along for the game in that second half. I didn't even watch it hardly because nothing was ever happening for Leeds United. I think in the first half, at least we carved out some chances. But Frank Lampard got it spot on. You know, this is what annoys me as well, like a bit like the Newcastle result. Although we were better against Newcastle, Everton were there for the taking. And the reason they're there for the taking is because they have so many injuries. I know we have injuries as well, but from defensive standpoint, Everton are poor. They will tell you that, you know, they're missing their best defender in Yeremina. The fact that Yeremina is the best defender is a little bit of an issue because Yeremina is not all that. It might sound bitter, but I'm just saying, like, we had an opportunity to beat Everton today. Of course, going forward, they are good. They have Richarlison. They have Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who started today, was brilliant. I was throwing shade at Iwobi. Listen, Iwobi was exceptional today. You know, I was thinking he would score because I said if Iwobi scores, we're done out here. We're done. Gordon, again, great performance from him. But listen, when you just, for me, I genuinely, and I meant it, I thought if Lampard would have come met fire with fire, he's just walked in the door, they're all over the shop, we'll beat them. And I was wrong, you know, Frank Lampard put us to the sword, you know. Third consecutive defeat to him now. That's what pains me more. It's because it's him. It's because it's him. Stuart Dallas obviously picked up a knock as well, which isn't ideal. 10th defeat of the season. You know, we're not. This season's not going to be enjoyable. We know that. You know, no Premier League side has conceded more goals than Leeds this season. Level with Norwich. You know what I mean? No Premier League side has conceded more away goals. Away, we've been terrible all season. 29 away goals conceded. But I still, this is the thing, I still think we'll be all right because there's worse teams than us in the division. Of course, we have such a tough run now, though. You know, we've got Manchester United, we have Spurs, we have Liverpool. We could lose all three. We could lose all three. And then we might have to revisit it. And then I might have to look at it. But look, I think we'll be all right. I'm convincing myself now. Has it gone from being so confident to convincing myself? But look, we were outplayed from minute one. Second best. Yeah. Now, where does the blame lie? Like, should we have changed it? I don't think so. I don't think you can change it after a decent result against a very good Villa side coming down from 3-1. Down to draw the game 3-3. I think we all knew it would stay the same. I would argue we created less in the second half when we made the changes, when we brought on Forshaw. Although it was clear we needed Forshaw on the pitch because we had no midfield, but we still created chances. Rodrigo was good again. And that's not just on his efforts at goal. He was actually decent. He was a bright spark. Rafinha didn't turn up again, which I was disappointed by because I was convinced he would. He was hooked off at half-time with Click and Roberts, and Forshaw came on. Admittedly, people are going to say, why Roberts, why Roberts, why Roberts, why not Gelhardt? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. Would Gelhardt have changed this game? I'm not sure. We were done. We were done. I think Everton got it spot on. They were pressing us everywhere, like say from the front. We know Lampard likes to get up for this fixture as well, 100%. He can't stand Leeds United. He doesn't like Bielsa, you know. But set pieces again, issues. Michael Keane getting beat. Getting beat in the air again. It happens all the time. That was on the 23rd minute. Seamus Coleman. That was a well-worked goal with that. He ran off the back of Click. He started off the move on the edge. Van der Beek crosses it. Calvert-Lewin gets in front of Llorente, and then as I say, it falls to Coleman, who beats, Click to the punch, and then Gordon gets a third on the 78th minute. Rondon could have made it 4. That would have been even worse, the fact that Rondon would have scored. Yeah, it's not great. And I think one thing's for sure as well. When we go up against 2 attackers, I do think the 3 centre-backs were so rubbish when we play with 3 at the back. There is people that know the game much better than me. I'm a little bit more emotional and maybe don't see it from an analytical viewpoint. But when we play the 3 centre-backs, we look worse. Up against 2 attackers, we look worse. That's clear. We struggle to create when we're in that formation. Is that because there's 1 man less in midfield, like Cox in the centre of the back 3 instead of, around the centre circle? Even when we miss Calvin obviously, but even when Calvin plays and he's in the back 3, it's never as good as when we have a flat back 4, if you like, if indeed you can call it that. But yeah, I don't know. Not a great performance. Just wasn't great today, and it's really disheartening and disappointing because it ruins your weekend. It's worrying because you have an opportunity to break away again. This is the thing about what I'm saying about it being a topsy-turvy up-down season. We beat Newcastle, we're away. Yeah, we don't do it. Results go away. We get a point against Villa, and we're all saying we all believe, 95% believe we had too much for Everton today. People have a go, but I believe that to be the case. And then we have another opportunity today to beat an Everton side that are in woeful form, and we don't do it, and we keep ourselves down there. Do you know what I mean? And that's the frustrating thing, is that we're still down there in the mire. But don't. What I'm saying is, don't let this cloud everything, because Everton won today. Yes, they won today, but they're still below us in the table. Do you know what I mean? They're still below us in the table. They still have a point I know they'll find a point, but do you see what I'm saying? We're still in 15th. We still have 6 points on Norwich. And Norwich have got City and Liverpool to face. So I still think we won't get dragged into that. I had someone on the watch along say relegation zone by end of Feb. No. We probably could lose. We could lose the next 3, and I still don't think we'll be in a relegation. We won't be in there. The season's going to be terrible. We know that. It's going to have ups and downs. More downs than it's got ups. But that's what I'm saying. I know we're all annoyed. I'm frustrated as well. It's like, I'm going to go have my tea. I'm going to have a bath. I'm going to watch a film. I'm going to go to bed. And I don't want to talk to anyone. But what I'm saying is, in the cold light of day, when you look at it and say, right, okay, well, we're still 6 points over Norwich. 6 points over Norwich, which is the 18th. And as long as we're 17th come the end of the season, it doesn't really matter. Of course, our aspirations are higher, but this season is what it is. We're 23 games in. It's not going to flip overnight. So, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. It's tough to take. Terrible performance. Not one, apart from Rodrigo, had flashes. Everyone else was garbage. Substitutions. I don't, Forshaw did work, so he gave us someone in midfield, but it's the formation initially. But we know that with Bielsa, he's not going to change that, and it has worked in the past. I don't know what the answer is. One thing that isn't the answer is people calling for Bielsa's head. I think you're off your head. But that's just my opinion. Just another bad day at the office. These things can happen. We move on. We've got Manchester United to look forward to. If they can't get themselves up for that game, then there's no point being footballers. Because I know as me, as a fan, I cannot wait for that game. So bring it on. Bring it on. Because they're not in great form. But it seems to be, if you're in great form, Leeds is the perfect team to play. As we know. Leeds that. But yeah. I'm done, I think. So thank you for watching. I'll see you during week. Doing plenty of live streams and all that sort of stuff. So keep it locked and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds.